said, of course, there are political differences between the party of my learned senior, the Honorable Law Minister, and the party which I represent. But here, we need good lawyers, we need good judges, we need a very good judiciary. We should be a role model for the nation and for the whole judiciary of the world. We want to make them much better than the present position. Here, I am not taking much time, but Deputy Speaker, sir, I can address you, sir, but I cannot address a court of law, sir. Then the Honorable Judge, he says, you address the court in a proper manner, way. So he demands that, or she demands that. My Lord, I did not address you, Your Honor. But even in a district court, I have to address the district court, Your Honor. Addressing a high court, I have to say, my Lord. And then the judge, yes, of course, I am your Lord. From his mind it comes. As a former President of the United States once said, you read my lips. It is just like, I am your Lordship. Why all these colonial baggages, sir? Even during the scorching heat, the advocates are bound to wear the black robes. Why? Of course, we all know that there should be some uniform for the advocates, for the practicing lawyers, to distinguish them from others. As a practicing lawyer, from my heart, deep in my heart, I would like to say, sir, I do not want to go to the court either as an accused or as a plaintiff or even as a witness. I went to the court because it was my daily bread and butter. In court, what happens? A junior lawyer is asked to praise for time, coming with the slip. Praise for time, Your Honor. Praise for time, Your Honor. Praise for time, Your Lordship. And the person who is waiting outside, he may be a professional, he may be a doctor or an engineer or even whoever it may be, a citizen of India is waiting, languishing outside the court. Not even having the facility. Of course, we are talking about the Swachha Bharat, but Indian has no right to attend the nature's call in a court of law. They have to stand outside. They are not provided even a chair outside. In the court, even the old man is forced to stand for long hours if he is a witness. He is not at all allowed to sit. A poor man coming from quite a long distance. For the first time, that man, that lady may be coming to the court. We are all witnessing all these things. I agree, sir. The court proceedings should be telecasted. Once a question was raised on the floor of this house regarding the telecasting of the court proceedings. Then the Honorable Minister then replied, it's a costly affair. And the Supreme Court made an observation. Let it start from the district courts. Why it should not start from the top? It should start from the top. When the people talk of the democracy, they look at us. They look to the chair, they look to the executive, they look to the MPs they have elected. Then only they are concerned about their MLAs. Then only they are concerned about their Zilla Parishad and the Grama Panchayati.
In fact, we started in the Lok Sabha, A Sabha. Then only even the assemblies are not yet started. Even Panchayat not yet started. Therefore, I have suggested it be top level start first.
Let us start from the top. I hope, sir, Deputy Speaker, I do hope many of our Lordship may be watching the Lok Sabha TV today. Maybe many of them for the first time in their life, because it is regarding the increase in the salary and the allowances. Of course, it may be part of the parliamentary duty.
No, not for that. Sir, they may be watching what is going up. Expressions we are expressing, they may want to know that may be the reason. We cannot, because of not salary, that is not correct. That is correct.
Sir, everybody will be concerned.
Now you said regarding the facilities,
Yes.
that judges may know that. Therefore, they may happy that you are raising this kind of facilities they require. That may further they may watch it, not for the salary.
Through you, I may be permitted to take up certain matters to the honorable ministers so that he can also convey these feelings to the judiciary. Sir, why the judiciary is still hesitant for the decentralization? We all stand for decentralization. It is this house which initiated the discussion and we passed the Panchayati Raj Act and the Nagarapalika Act. Quite a lot of powers have been transferred to the lowest tier. But the judiciary is still. I would like to invite your attention, sir, regarding the seat of the Supreme Court. Regarding the seat of the Supreme Court, Article 130 specifically says about it. But till now, the Supreme Court is here in Delhi. Why the Supreme Court doesn't have a bench in the South India? The Supreme Court doesn't establish a bench in the Northeast. Northeast is also part of India. Why the Supreme Court doesn't start a bench in the Western India? It is, sir, for it is my knowledge, I can share you, even our Honorable Law Minister, Vishnu Prasad, you also know, there are quite a lot of very senior Supreme Courts who charge 50 lakhs of rupees per day. 50 lakhs, I am not mentioning the names. 50 lakhs of rupees per day. And it comes just like an aircraft carrier, then the frigate, and the destroyer, and the submarines, and the gunships, just like that, a senior lawyer accompanied by other lawyers, and to the people to assist them, and the clerks, and the juniors. Yes, sir, yes, sir. It is not the matter which is being considered in many courts, but comes for who? Who represents who? You show me the person, I will show you the rule. Here in this August House, many of my learned colleagues have raised the issue of the working class people. A man has only one life, sir. After working quite a lot of years, decades, at the end of the terminal stage, if that person who has sacrificed his whole life, and if he is not given the justice, I am not mentioning about the amendment to the Payment of Gratuities Act, which even the Parliament is also, we have very carefully, we have forgotten, and we have taken the issue of the salaries and allowances of our lordships. And again, the government of India, just now, very quite surprisingly, with 10 minutes back, I received a second supplementary list of business, supplementary demand for grants, 38, discussion and voting on the supplementary demand for grants, third batch for 2017-18. You are worker, you are labor, you are a human being. You can be outside the gate, you can knock at the gate, but the knock will not be heard and the door will not be opened for you. It is just like the people feel that the door is shut on their face. Here, there have been various criticisms that the judiciary has become casino judiciary. I hope my honorable minister may also agree, because these type of scathing criticisms we have heard in the corridors of Supreme. It has become a rich man's game. Commercial courts. Because it is just like a business class judiciary is there and the judiciary for the passengers and the other sort of bogies. Here, sir, our courts lack infrastructure. Even 1% of the total budget of the government of India is not allotted to the judiciary. How many times the Chief Justice of India has requested? I don't know whether he has wept. Tears have fallen. Even 1% of the budget, annual budget, is we are not earmarking for the judiciary. Sir, for the information that which I have received, the information, approximately 6,000 vacancies of the lower judiciary is vacant now. Bihar, it is 45% vacancies. It is 42%. Delhi, it is 40%. Madhya Pradesh, it is 37%. Another state, it is 27%. Gujarat it is 26%, in Karnataka it is 25%, in Meghalaya it is 60%, in Mizoram it is 52%, in Manipur it is 37%, and Sikkim it is 35%. Sir, it is a pity. 22.7 lakhs pending cases in India. The largest number of pending cases in the whole world. We are having such a excess baggage with us. And 25% of these cases are more than 5 years old. More than 5 years old. And in this, many of the High Court judges are acting High Court judges. We do not have an acting law minister here. You are our law minister. And we are proud of you, sir. But here you see, Calcutta, High Court, acting Chief Justice. Hyderabad, acting Chief Justice. I am right, I see. In Manipur it is acting Chief Justice. In Himachal Pradesh it is acting Chief Justice. In Jharkhand it is acting Chief Justice. In Karnataka it is acting Chief Justice. And in my own state, in Kerala also, it is nothing different, acting Chief Justice.
Sampath, they are very active. They are more active. That is
Sir,
Others are not active, people are more active.
regarding the National Judicial Appointment Commission, sir, regarding the NJAC, we had a very thoroughbred discussion on both the houses. Cutting across the party lines, we proposed certain amendments, and after all, we passed that very landmark constitutional amendment. But sir, it has been struck by the Supreme Court of India. And it is just like in an ordinary man's language. We know much better than you. We are the judge, we are the jury, and we are the execution. But at the same time, we are fulfilling a duty enshrined upon to the Parliament of India by the Constitution of India. As per I understand, it is a Schedule 2. We are fulfilling a duty as per the Schedule 2. Of course, I agree that they should get the due share. Their salaries and allowances should be increased. But at the same time, to whom they are accountable? We are accountable. Not only to the electorate, not only at the time of the election, but every day we are accountable. Every day, evening, there will be TV shows, not the news item, but the show. They are grilling the ministers, they are grilling the MPs, they are grilling the politicians, and the trials happen in the media. Of course, let the media parents be happy. So they can say that we rule the nation. But at the same time, whether, may I ask you a question through you, sir, whether the Right to Information Act is applicable to the judiciary? Person can get some details regarding any of the judges, whether it is Supreme Court judge or High Court judge. The RTA is not at all applicable. The registrar gives a reply that RTA, the provisions of the RTA is not at all applicable. You have every right to ask questions to executive, to the judiciary, to the government, or it's the state, inverted commas. But don't ask anything about us. And of course, the judiciary, I am proud of the judiciary. Because at the end of the tunnel, a light is there, and the light is the judiciary.
Very good.
Even many of the judges might be, they have worked day and night. Many of them might have bought quite a lot of midnight oil. They are very brilliant judges we have. But at the same time, sir, in the appointment of the judges, may I ask, how many women are there as Supreme Court judges? How many women are there as High Court judges? Here, sir, our speaker is a woman, a lady. Yes, our Secretary General is a lady. And many of our reporters are ladies. And here comes the ladies. But what happened to the ladies?
The distinguished Secretary General is also the former Justice Secretary of India. I think that is also need to be reported.
Sir, if the judges say that the men are wiser than the women, with all respect, I may be permitted to disagree with my learned judges. And why? In the Supreme Court or in the High Court, what is the number of the...
Maybe pendency will be less with more women.
Because they understand the pain. They know the pain of the poor man. Sir, what about the persons from the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and other backward classes? One bill is still pending regarding the National Commission for the Backward Classes. How many of them belong to the Supreme Court or in the High Courts? Scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, and the women also. It is just like when we say, just like it's a patriarchal world, just like all men's world. Half of the population is women. And if the men folk, they say that we understand, we know everything regarding you, and we make the ruling. With all humility, I may be permitted to disagree with them. There should be some kind of representation. I am not saying about reservation. Representation, adequate representation should be given to the marginalized people also, including the SC and ST also. It's like balance. That's sir. Our courts are working with around less than 60% of the total strength they have. Here, when the Parliamentary Standing Committee of the Personal Public Grievances, Law and Justice, we visited certain places in this house, because otherwise if I am talking it outside, I may be subjected to contempt of court. I may be contempt of court. Cognizable, it may be a cognizable offence and non-bailable warrant may come and I will be put behind the bars just because the court can say anything. But here, I am protected, I am insulated because of the Constitution of India and because of you, sir. Here, certain courts at the lower level, criminal courts, the official courts, they are working in some places in small rooms. When we encountered, these rooms were previously used as toilets. It's just like toilet courts. Last year it was a toilet and this year it is a magistrate court. Last year it was a toilet, bathroom, and this year the bathroom is gone, but a new judicial officer has taken charge. Here, sir, lakhs and lakhs of advocates were on rolls, not on ropes. And when the Bar Council of India took a decision to get in the details of the persons, the advocates who are having the active practice, the number went down to 50%. It means that quite a lot of brilliant people, young boys and girls, they do not want to come to this profession. We are not at all able to attract the brilliant boys and girls to this profession. And at the same time, many of our judges, that their retirement ages should be increased because of the longevity of life. Yes. But there are people, our younger generation is much wiser than, much brilliant than we people. You are shutting the door on the face of them. It is just like, I am retired, but I am not at all tired. So you put me somewhere. It is just like that. A Supreme Court judge, there should be some type of legislation this house should initiate. If increasing their retirement age, sir, it should be decided that they should not take up any other occupation, any other engagement.
Yes.
On the one side, if they are demanding that they are, sir, within 2 minutes, within 2 minutes. I am not arguing any case, sir. This is, I am not
argue.
Sir, if they are demanding, this is also, it was in the news, sir. I may be permitted to quote from a news report. The judges of the Supreme Court and the 24 High Courts may soon get a fatter pay packet, as the Union Cabinet is likely to consider a proposal in this regard on Wednesday. It is an old report. The then Chief Justice of India, I am not mentioning his name, had written to the government in 2016 seeking a hike in salaries of Supreme Court and High Court judges. The High Court and the Supreme Court judges' salaries and conditions of service amendment bill may come up in the winter session of the Parliament. Exactly right, because this may be the last winter session of the 16th Lok Sabha. This may be, because tomorrow we will be chanting Vande Mataram, and this may be the last, tomorrow may be the last day of the last winter session of this
Why can't
Lok Sabha.
Now,
Sir,
2018, dear. November, December.
sir,
Why?
here, sir, here, we are, yes sir, I am in the process of concluding. Sir, we are not only increasing their salaries and allowances, but we are giving it a retrospective effect. In retrospective effect also. But when we do this to our judiciary, it has to be done because they have their own constitutional duties to fulfill and we are doing our constitutional duty. But at the same time, this august house has a paramount constitutional duty. That duty is towards the people, to the people of India. If some of our members say that regarding the MP salary, etc., I am not mentioning about it. The Constitution specifically states on Article 106, Article 106, Schedule 7, it says about the prerogative of the Parliament regarding that. Don't worry about that also. But at the same time, we do not mix both of these. But we are engaged in a legislative process. Here, sir, my request is that the All India Judicial Service, should come into effect. And they should be accountable also. Cannot let loose. Executive is accountable to the legislature and the whole legislature is accountable to the people. And we are also scrutinized by the judiciary. I am not saying that the Parliament is supreme. Neither the judiciary is supreme. Constitution is supreme. Constitution is supreme. We all derive the powers from the people. And it is for the people and by the people, it is of the people. The Constitution is drafted by the people with due regards to Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Sir, there is no question of any tug of war. There is no question of any clash of interest between the Parliament and the judiciary. Judiciary there have been tower-like people, just like lighthouses. When the whole society was in dark, there were people, legal luminaries to show the light. Before concluding, sir, in the appointment of the Supreme Court judges, why no jurists have been appointed so far? We all study the books written by various eminent jurists and we quote them. And we also quote them in the court of law, even in the Supreme Court. But no jurists have been inducted in the Supreme Court. It is always a fact. We want a much better bar. From the bar comes the bench, of course, and the promotion from the lower judiciary to the Supreme Court also. But at the same time, what happens to the jurists? We are forgetting about the jurists. So this also has to be taken into consideration, sir. Before concluding, sir. Sir, this passing of this bill should not be termed by anybody as an appeasement to the judiciary. It is not an appeasement to the judiciary. The Parliament is fulfilling its constitutional duty. We are doing our constitutional duty. Here, regarding the decentralization of powers, I request to the Minister through you, sir, for the establishment of more permanent benches of the High Courts.
Right.
Not only the Supreme Court. More permanent benches.
Sir,
only 1 minute. In Thiruvananthapuram also, in Kozhikode also, just like in Chennai, Madurai has got, and in many places, even my friends from Telangana were demanding about the establishment of a permanent High Court bench because they are the products of a new state. So they should get a new High Court bench.
Right.
It is always the separation of the powers. It still exists as a part and parcel of the colonial tradition of the.
Right.
So, thank you, sir.
Sri Varaprasad.